Okay, hey, what's up? This is now the fourth time trying to record this video, but I want to show you two ways that you can record in FL Studio. A quick little run through overview of it is that the first way is MIDI, and the second way is audio. Okay, so for MIDI, like that, you're going to want to use the record button up here above the step sequencer. So make sure your orange pattern light is selected, which is going to play in this step sequencer. And you can have the metronome on so you can kind of hear the tempo. So you just press record, and then you're going to press to play, and it'll count down a measure before so you know the tempo. And then you just record like this. Alright, I think that's a new Christmas jingle. Alright, so here you go. Here's the recording of the MIDI, and the cool thing about that is it comes in as like individual notes. So if you hit a wrong note, you can move it. Alright, so say this note is wrong, you move it. Okay, that's the cool thing about MIDI, is that you can correct wrong notes. You can also quantize these. So say if you look real close, you can notice that some of these notes aren't, on the line. So this right here should be right here on this line if you want it to be perfectly on tempo. And with an audio recording, you can't fix it. It's like, so you really have to practice playing on tempo, which is probably a good thing because it teaches you to be a better musician and everything. But with MIDI and computers, we can now kind of cheat it a little bit and take a shortcut. So if you're performing as a DJ but you make electronic music, it doesn't really matter, But if you're performing as a pianist or you're playing an instrument, it does matter. So you need to practice being on tempo. But for DJs, if you want to just correct your melody that you wrote here in the piano, you recorded actually, you just come to this toolbar in the piano roll. So make sure you're in this piano roll, come to the toolbar, and come down to quick quantize, and that'll basically set everything on the lines. So now you're good. Some of them won't be right, so you got to move them. But now they move directly. Now they move like directly onto a grid instead of being in between the grid. So there you go. That's a quick way to record a MIDI. Okay. And now you can place that MIDI recording into the playlist and listen to it. Alright, so that's MIDI. MIDI is useful because you can move wrong notes, and you can also quantize the notes so that they're on tempo. The second way I'm going to show you is audio. Okay, and audio is going to be recorded through the mixer. Okay, so as you can see here, I have a vocal track on track 5. There's a vocal track coming through, and if I want to record what I'm saying, alright, first of all, if you don't have this set up, you're gonna lose volume here, but I'm gonna reset this vocal track. So there you go. As you can see, I was talking, but you weren't hearing anything because I didn't link the channel from my audio interface to the mixer. You have to link the channel from your audio interface. So for example, my vocal recording is on channel 1 of my external audio interface. And so you just figure out what channel your instrument's going into the interface on, and then on the input here on this mixer, you're going to choose that input. So MBox Pro, which is my interface, channel 1. Okay. You should only have a few audio inputs here. I have a ton because of this Soundflower thing I have. you probably won't have Soundflower, but you'll have your interface, and you'll have your interface, and that's probably it. If you don't have an interface, you won't be able to click this box. It won't open up. So if it's not opening up, it means your interface isn't connected, or you haven't installed the driver. So make sure you install the driver for your interface. Make sure your interface is plugged in, however you do that with your system. And once it's good to go, this should be able to open, and then you choose your interface, and then what channel specifically you want to put into that track. So I have an audio recording coming in on track 5, and to record that audio recording, now I'm going to use this microphone up here in the top right. You're not going to use this. This is only for MIDI and stuff in the step sequencer. You're going to use the microphone up here, and I'm going to mute this. So you're going to insert the audio clip into the playlist. Okay, so into playlist as an audio clip, and it'll automatically count down, so get ready. As soon as you press this, you have to get ready to record. The piano turned off. Oh, you know what? It's recording my voice. That's funny. Shit. Okay, so here's a vocal recording of my voice. The piano turned off. Oh, you know what? It's recording my voice. That's funny. Shit. Okay, so here's a vocal recording of my voice. Okay, so there you go. I thought I was recording the piano for some reason. So there's the vocal recording that I just got, okay? So that's how you record vocals. I recommend a condenser microphone. Don't use a microphone like this. This is a cheapo microphone from Walmart. But for teaching, it's able to get my voice into the software. But for really crisp and clear sounding audio recordings, get a good condenser microphone. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to record like the piano. So I'm going to come to a blank track. So track 7. You know what? I'm going to scroll all the way to track 20. Okay, on track 20, I'm going to insert the channel on my audio interface that's connected with the external piano. Okay, so make sure that's turned on. And then it's on channel 0. So now this piano, there, see, is coming through on channel 0. And the recording process is the same thing. You use the microphone up in the top right and into playlist as an audio clip. Whatever, there was a wrong note, but there you go. And you notice this is different than the MIDI recording because this is an audio recording, okay? So you're not able to fix the notes, and you're not, so I hit a wrong note. Now that entire clip is ruined because I hit a wrong note, something fell out of key, and now that audio recording is basically useless. You can't fix it, okay? So, and the notes might not be on the thing because I don't know if the metronome was on. But anyway, so there's a okay, so there's an audio recording for a keyboard. So those are the two ways. I'll separate these. So down here you have audio recordings, a vocal recording, and a keyboard recording. And then up here you have a MIDI recording. Okay, so those are the two ways. You either use this to record MIDI, or you use this to record audio. Top right microphone to record audio, going through the mixer, and make sure your audio interface is connected and on, plugged in, and the right channel is selected. So make sure the correct channel is selected onto the track. So channel 0 is for my keyboard, and channel 1 here, channel 1 is for my microphone. Make sure those are running, and then when they are, select that track. So if I want to record vocals again, I select this vocal track and then insert as an audio clip. And now we're recording another vocal track. These are all activated. Piano turned off. So there's another vocal track. And now we're recording another vocal track. And now we're recording another vocal track. You notice on that track, though, there was a little bit of the MIDI. You can hear the synth. And that's because when I started the track, this is why you want headphones. When you're recording vocals, you don't want to record the vocals with the speakers playing, because then you're going to hear, or the microphone's going to pick up the speakers. Okay, so just quick side note, make sure you always record these vocals in a room with a closed door, or a soundproof room. If you're in a studio, you go into a soundproof room and you make sure you have headphones that don't leak any noise. So the headphones keep all the noise to you that you can hear, and then you sing, but you're basically singing to dead air. You're singing to silence in this soundproof room, okay? But it's recording. And you can hear the music because you have the headphones on, but the sound isn't leaking. So if you listen to this again, you'll notice there's a little bit of synth in the background. That's because my microphone's picking up the synth from the speakers. And now we're recording another vocal track. And now we're recording so make sure you always record vocals in a soundproof room, or as a soundproof environment as possible. So those are two ways to record. First is MIDI, second is audio. When you start out, you're going to use MIDI a lot, but once you move up in music, you're going to start using audio a lot more. And because audio is how you get, your vocals, audio is how you get instruments, and it's more professional and everything. So that's how you do the two ways to record into FL Studio. If you have any questions and comments or anything, drop them in the comments. Please like and subscribe for more tutorials. And yeah, thank you.